What the hell is going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We are jumping back into Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, and we're going to test out these shiny LRs and shiny rainbows that we got for the representatives of Universe 17.
I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sensing my home.
Let me tell you this right about now. I am very, very glad that the adventure, that the journey, that the struggle to pull LR Intelligence Vegeta and LR AGL Goku is over. I am ecstatic that the mission has been completed because it was getting to a level of despair. I ain't gonna lie to you. And as you can see, I'm putting Vegeta in that spot because even though he's got type disadvantage, it don't matter. The boy is still an absolute beast. He's an absolute mad lad. And you know what's actually funny? I did want to talk about this because over on JP, right, I was able to test out the Goku, the Vegeta during their 6th anniversary, and I was able to test out the 2 new banner units. You know, good times, really enjoyed it. As I was testing them out, I was like, okay, Goku definitely unbelievably strong. Like, it's crazy. He's getting to 200k defense. He's got a 70% chance to dodge, 50% chance to crit, can throw an additional attack. You know, all the crazy stuff that you already know. Actually, they will link together. I completely forgot about that. But all the crazy stuff that you already know and love. Now, the Vegeta was a lot less hyped for me because I was like, well, it's a little unfortunate that he only has 10% defense to start, and he has to build up his defense, et cetera, his damage reduction. You know, 10% damage reduction to start off, and then he has to get hit, and the damage reduction doesn't stay. It has to, you know, I thought that was a little frustrating, but I gotta say, the more I've been using him, just at 55%, the more I've been impressed with him, to the point where I'm getting close to just saying, like, yeah, he is easily the second best LR in the game. I'm getting very, very close to saying that because just everything that he's able to do in terms of damage, in terms of tankiness, this dude's going to get smacked up here. Yeah, as you can see, because his defense is like nothing without attacking. So that's a little annoying, but it is what it is. But yeah, this Vegeta is just I'm starting to enjoy using him more and more, even in like the God of Destruction event, right? Using him in the God of Destruction event, he has really shocked me with how great his defense is, with how great he can just tank and not even worry. You know what I mean? Like, he just gets hit and he's just like, it is what it is. You know, that's nothing to me. That is absolutely nothing to me. We are going to kill this Goku before Roshi can super attack, but Roshi's animations for a free-to-play unit are exceptionally clean. Like, just look really, really good. So I am glad that we have him in the LR. I can't wait until he gets his Extreme Z Awakening, because that's going to be incredible. He's going to be even more top tier than he is top tier, and he's already a top tier, so he's going to be even more toppy of the topper tier. But damn, the Goku and Vegeta, man, particularly like that Vegeta, because everyone already knew the Goku's amazing, right? Everyone knew that. Like, yeah, Goku's good, right? Makes sense. Makes sense that Goku's that damn good. How many links do they share? Only 2. What I want to do here, I kind of whatever. Let's just do this. Vegeta's not really being showed off too much because he's not able to get many 18 keys. I do want to eventually rotate him off and get him close to the Goku either one of the Gokus, because he's going to be able to link very, very well with either one of the Gokus. And speaking about Extreme Z Awakenings, bro, Master Roshi getting that Easy Aim Part 3. This boy getting their Easy Aim Part 3. And it's going to be just absolute. Like, look at the 5.1 million damage that he's doing right now. Imagine with that Extreme Z Awakening. He becomes a very good defensive option as well. So that's really awesome. But yeah, going back to the Vegeta, like the damage reduction is fantastic. The revive mechanic, I do have to say I'm a little disappointed by the revive mechanic because I just don't think it's that, what's the word? It's not really dependable at all. You're never really going to go into a situation where you're just like, oh, yep, definitely can get it here. It's more of like, well, if things just so happen to line up, it could potentially save you. I kind of look at it, it's kind of like a set it and forget it type of thing. You're not really going to go into a situation specifically attempting to get the revive mechanic to go off, because you might just get killed in the process if that happens. It's one of those things of, well, if he gets hit 3 times and you're particularly low on health and you're going into a turn, then it could save you, right? But the tricky thing is that I believe it only revives you once. So what can potentially happen is if you go into a turn, you're low, under 50% health, someone gets killed on that turn, let's just say the first unit gets killed, you revive back, you get hit with another super attack, which granted, that is, the chances of that happening are low, right? Really? Okay, I was going to say, like, wow, they actually share a decent amount of links. Actually, you know what? Let me get him off rotation here. Let me get him off rotation because I do want to get him with the Goku. Let me do that real fast. I want to get him with the Goku, and then we can really show off Vegeta's power. But even here, one short. I was about to say, even here, I'm going to get the 18 key, and nope, going to be short. It's going to be 1 key short, which is pretty frustrating, but what can you do? So yeah, the revival mechanic, not necessarily something you can hang your hat on. And I would say it's even less... I'd probably say it's even less useful than like Janemba's super attack nullification. Listen, yeah, he's only got a 50% chance. And then Gogeta has a guaranteed against melee. So at the end of the day, I feel like it's guaranteed melee nullification because there's not a lot of melee-based super attacks in the game. It's probably like a 70% to 30% ratio, I would imagine. That's just me going off the top of my head. I don't actually know that. We would have to actually look at every single character, every single boss in the game, and figure that number out. But I would imagine, I would just kind of going off the top of my head, I would kind of guess it's somewhere around that number. With that said, if it's 70% blast, like key-based, then that 50% nullification would happen way more often, because I do believe if we're looking at the Janemba, I'm pretty sure that the way that it works is it's not like what's-his-face, Gogeta, where he has to super attack first. It's just a 50% chance for it to happen. Whereas Gogeta has to ultra super attack first, and then he can nullify a melee-based super attack. So if he's in the first spot, it's just not going to happen, right? So that could be, something that you look at and are just like, all right, how is this is this something that I can rely on? But at the end of the day, I do truly believe that the revival mechanic is just not really something you should... who cares? Hopefully this dude finishes him off with just a normal attack. But yeah, the revival mechanic isn't really... Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? And this old man is getting... Oh my goodness, that's actually trash luck. But I mean, who cares? Whatever. Didn't even try to hit that at the end. I didn't even try to hit that in the end. So yeah, I think that's also why they haven't really reintroduced the revival mechanic in a lot of units. Like, for example, in the 4th year anniversary, active skill came out, right? And now active skills in like almost every single unit. 5th anniversary. Nothing new gameplay. It just introduced skill orbs, if I remember correctly. So that was new, but it didn't change how the unit functions. It just gave them a buff, essentially. With these new support memories and the revival mechanics, much different, right? Much different. But I gotta say, I kind of like the nullification of the super attack effect better than the revival mechanic. I kind of like it better because it's just, first off, you're gonna see it a lot more. So, like, especially Janemba's, you're gonna see that quite a bit. Number 2, it looks cool as hell. And yes, the revival mechanic also looks badass. I get it. And also, yes, not a lot of characters are gonna have it because not a lot of characters are gonna have that moment in the series where they, come back from the grips of defeat, from the jaws of defeat, and make their last stand and come on to revive. But even still, it's like, dude, it kind of reminds me, what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the 3-year anniversary units. When the 3-year anniversary units came out, they brought out Transformation, right? And everyone was like, oh, Transformation, hell yeah, let's do it, baby. But what ended up happening was the transformation sucked. The conditions were really bad. And what I mean by that is you looked at it and it was like, okay, you can transform, but you have to wait 6 turns, which already people are like, ugh. And not to mention, not only do you have to wait 6 turns, you have to also fall below 50% HP. And so people were like, double, ugh, that sucks. That's really bad. And now you got people like Physical Gold and Frieza who can transform turn 1 and call it a day. So big improvements have been made. Big improvements have been made is all I'm saying. And I'm very, very happy about that. So I'm guessing that the revival skill will also be something that improves over time. The condition will be easier. These guys were kind of just like the test run, just like the Gogeta and Vegeta were. And you'll also probably in the future get into more conditions or more positions, more situations where you'll be able to, you'll be able to actually fulfill the revival skill, the revival condition, and fire off that ability and come back with health and stuff like that. So that's really, really cool. I do think, like I said, I also think not only do I like the nullification more, though, I think it's more useful because negating damage is bigger to me than healing. I'd rather be able to negate damage than to have to heal it. Because when you're negating damage, your effective HP is going to be higher. And this kind of goes into like video game speak with like certain MMOs and certain things like that. When you talk about like your defense plus how much HP you have plus some, you know what I mean? So effective HP is very, very good, and damage reduction is one of the best things that you can have for it. Or complete evasion, right? Like what's his face does. Why can't I remember their name? Like Goku does. Why? What the hell? I'm like, what's Goku's name? Oh yeah, Goku. So yeah, I'm just a really big fan of that nullification. I can't wait. Absolutely can't wait until Gogeta and Janemba show up on Global. But there you go, guys. The Goku and Vegeta on this team, absolutely fun to use. Having a great time, and having a great time with this guy as well. This is kind of just like a little, they hit the home run. I finally got my home run. I got both of the units, and I'm just running the bases nice and slow, waving my cap. Just had to test them out just a little bit, and man, they are not disappointing. They're doing so damn good. And hopefully I'm doing so damn good. And if you think so, you can follow the channel by clicking that blue join button. Become a Boomer Champion like Joe V, or you could do it the free-to-play way. Gently rub that sub button, gingerly ring that bell button, lovingly kiss the like button. As always, this is Periodic. See y'all in the next video.